Yo, what's good, guys? Sorry if there's a bit of background noise in the stream today. Hopefully the techno will be louder than the background noise. It's just because I have fans on. It's kind of hot here. It's August in Southern California. You feel me? But yo, what's good? PTIYOP. Salute. What's up, Julian? Mike Corrigan. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you guys. I haven't streamed all week. I've just been really busy. This has been an insane week in terms of work and becoming more busy and just everything. It's been very good, but a little bit insane in terms of just working and my schedule and all that. So the streams have kind of fallen behind, but I'm back today. I'm giving feedback. I'm also working on a really cool new techno track that I think you guys are gonna like. I'll play it in a second. I've also got a new contest, which is happening, I guess, right now. I'm going to announce it tomorrow in a video, but I'm going to announce it on the stream today. I'm going to do that in a bit when more people come through. For now, Jack Dean, good to see you. Hello. All right, let's get going. This is this techno track. I've been working on this for 3 days, I think. But tell me what you guys think. I think the vocal sample is really cool. This is probably my favorite vocal sample, save for one that's coming out soon that I've ever used. You've got some drum bass on it. I know. I mean, I put drum bass on everything, so it was only a matter of time. Done it. Good to see you, dude. I'm gonna turn my voice down a little, because this track is not the loudest, because obviously it's not mastered. Sergio, what's good? This is just the intro. I talked to the vocals. I never used one of these little hi-hats. I think it's here. I never use one of those. I always just go straight for the But here you. Hello from Greece. Stefanos, good to see you. Here's the kick. I'll show you. It's the one from this one, which a lot of people have bought this pack, but I've used it now in the track that's gonna come out. Richard Williams, yo, good to see you, man. I hope we meet one day as well. Igosphere. I probably said that wrong, I apologize. But hello, good to see you. What do you guys think of this melody too? I wasn't sure if it was too transient, but I think it's gonna be good. I was trying to use a bass that wasn't just a Reese bass also. You'll notice there's no detuning going on with this.
B166ER testified that he simply did not want to die.
There's no effects in here yet. I still need to add those. I'm gonna do that last, I'll explain. Thank you, Jackie. And I can't wait for you guys to hear this break that's coming up. The break is crazy. And this one's crazy too, I think. There we go. Yo. I'm trying to say all my places. Okay, this break I think is really good. Like, I was blown away when I made this. Oh, you guys ready? Here it comes.
B166ER.
Is there even any automation here?
B166ER.
There we go. Sick melody, man. Thank you. This break has feels. Dude, that's what I was going for. I was just like, honestly, I don't even know how I made that. I went out clubbing last night. I was a bit drunk when I came home, and then I just made this. Like, I had the track already started, but I was about up to like here. Like, I'd only had up to like bar 113 or so. And then I just came home and made this pad, and then the break just kind of came together. I still don't have any effects in it either. I mean, there's this clap, like, which obviously that does a lot, but like, I need to add a bit more effects and stuff. Once I add the effects, it's going to be crazy. The reason why I haven't added them yet is actually because the other day I made a custom tutorial for someone where I made a full track, like literally just a full track. And I made a bunch of effects in there that I thought were really cool, and it was like kind of laid out already, like in an arrangement, because I made them in a track. So my plan is with this one, when I get done with it, instead of like, honestly, a lot of times I'll just take my reference track and listen and like see, okay, like there's a white noise swoosh there, you know, stuff like that. But instead, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this template that I already made and just drop it in. And obviously I'll have to switch it a little bit to my arrangement. But that's my plan. So that's why we don't have any effects yet. I'm going to do that last. Like, usually my order of operations is like kick and then hi-hats and then like melodic idea. Or a lot of times it's melodic idea first. But kind of like when I'm trying to put the track together, like once I already have the idea set up, it's like kick, hi-hats, melodic idea, kind of like stuff around it. And then I add effects. Like, effects is always second to last. And then the last thing is usually vocal samples. But this one started with the vocal sample. Symbolock, thank you for subscribing. But yeah, this vocal sample, I think, is really good. Like, it makes me really excited.
B166ER.
I'm not going to tell you guys where it's from, but if you know where it's from, you know.
B166ER testified that he simply did not want to die.
Perfect when it's done. Thank you. Anyway, I got really excited about this track. I missed a bunch of messages. Think you should make an EP? I've made a few EPs, and I've got a few EPs coming out as well. But thank you very much. I'm starting a music label with sounds from Afterlife, and I want people with ambition. That's cool. Well, yeah, ambition and talent. I mean, that is really the magical combo, because there's a lot of people with talent, but they don't have any ambition. There's a lot of people with ambition, but then they don't believe in themselves or like their talents. So, yeah. Are you DJing? Yes, I am. I'm actually playing my first gig coming up very soon. I've already gotten like confirmation, quote unquote, but I'm just waiting for a little bit more before I actually announce it. But yes, I DJ. I just dropped a mix yesterday on my channel. Like I said, got my first gig coming up soon. Got a few more after that. I just had to get some releases out. DJ Hennessy, good to see you, dude. Anyway, I'm going to play around with this a little bit, and then I'm going to talk about the contest, and then I'll pull up the submissions. So, if you guys want to send in a track for feedback, send it through. like I said, I'm going to be checking those out really shortly. So yeah, all the info for that is in the description. I also have a new contest which is happening in like the next few weeks, I guess. But I'm announcing it right now. It's starting right now. I'm gonna be announcing that shortly as well, so don't go anywhere. Gubo, that vocal sample, I know, dude. It's so good. Also, I made this track at 126, which I never do. Like, whenever I try to start a track, and I'll have, like, just the kick, and I'm listening to that 126, I'm like, I don't want to do this. But, I don't know. I was like, let me just try it. And it actually sounded pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to have this kind of, like, filter out here. This is kind of like the outro here, so we gotta, like, we need to come out of this break strong.
B166ER.
With that synth, but then, yeah, I need it to kind of go away. I think I'm also gonna do, like,
B166ER.
I don't know, I kind of want to just get, like, a little something extra melodic in here for this part. Maybe, like, I don't know, why not introduce something new, right? I think this is the ARP that I always use. I like this one a lot. But yeah, if anyone knows what this vocal sample is, feel free to call me out. It's, if you know what it is, it actually should be pretty simple. Or, like, if you know where it's from. But, yeah, alright, let's... What key is this in again? There we go. G minor. Because there's no way this isn't a major key. Like, I just want something a little bit simple here. I don't know. Kind of like lean it back into that note there like that. Song is fire. Thank you, DJ Hennessy. Should I buy tracks from you and in which platform? Yeah, you can get them on Beatport. My 2 EPs, which just came out, are on Beatport. First one did really well, actually, and on Beatport. I got, like I said, more EPs coming out. Gonna be on Beatport soon. I've got one coming out in September. I'm gonna be announcing it really soon. I'm just gonna straight up say it's on Oscuro Music. If you know that label, you know they're super dope. Yeah, it's actually a little bit harder stuff. More like kind of, oh, I just opened Ableton again. More like acid vibes. So, something a little different. Not just the same trancey stuff you're used to hearing from me. Still with a little bit of that, but yeah. Alright, this is annoying. I need to get a sidechain on here. Or like an LFO tool, really. No, let me keep this a little bit more simple. Oof. That's trippy. Okay. Montessier? I think that's how you say that. Thank you for subscribing. Just a whisper. I hear it in my ghost. That is very nondescript. Yeah, that's actually a little bit better, maybe. Yeah, hey, this thing works. I don't want to get too busy here. Let's leave in a little extra. Doing a little trancy. Thing isn't too much, I don't think.
B166ER.
Well, that's better. It fits into the mix a little more.
B166ER.
I could also just experiment with having like the pad play there. I cannot talk. Cause like that is definitely pushing it in terms of like having too much happen in the break there with that. Cause it's just kind of like it's like has a purpose when it comes into this part. Because it's like, oh yeah, we need something melodic over top of the bass. But here, it was just like a bit too much. Let's see what this sounds like though.
B166ER.
So that works. This way we have something that we've already like heard in the track. And it's more like continuity. Let's also pull out this one sound from earlier. So I have this pad. I actually use this in a track that a lot of people may remember from my stream. Not if I say the name, but if I played it for you, you would. Called Beyond All Memory. It has this really, really cool breakdown. And I borrowed this pad from there. Definitely nothing wrong with like borrowing samples from your old tracks. It's honestly like, I think something that a lot of producers do that people don't really talk about. But anyway, I've got that sound in there, and I think that'll kind of bring in something cool here too, because that's not in the break. I had it in the break, but I turned it off.
B166ER.
Nah, I think it's too much. Let's just stick with the string. That's perfect. Not too much. Now we'll play it like into this part. I like doing things kind of like not just in like 8 or 16 bar things, like how this is kind of like over here instead of just like perfectly in between this and this, you know, stuff like that. Kind of throws it off a little bit, makes it feel a little bit more organic and human. Alright, and then that was just like, not that there's anything organic or human about this track, but at this stage, like when you're making a track like this, which like J Booth said is the anthem of the robot uprising, you know, you still want to have like kind of stuff that mixes it up in there at the bare minimum. Dude, I just followed you on Insta. I have seen 3 videos. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Of course, if that's what feedback means, yes. Send it to the email in the description. Did I start producing in Ableton or FL? I started in LMMS actually, and then I went to Ableton. What happened was my brother and I got like a copy of Ableton Intro, I think, and we couldn't figure out like how to get the sounds to play. Like we were just sitting there looking at session view. Obviously, it didn't look like this, and we were just like couldn't figure out like how to like get the sounds. Like if that makes any sense. Like okay, how I can click here, and it puts all the sounds together. We couldn't figure out basically like how to use the piano roll or like how to like even play a sound like with a keyboard or something like that. So that was an experience. I messed with FL Studio a bit early on though. I don't know. I always wanted to use Reason, but I couldn't find a torrent of it. Alright. Just save that. Cool. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to be checking out submissions really soon. But, before I do that, I want to announce this contest that I've got going on. So, let me close all of this stuff. Hello. Anyway, this contest I got going on, what we're doing here is I've just dropped the sample pack with 10 techno melodies. I'll play it for you. Sorry if it's kind of loud. So yeah, we got 10 super fire techno melodies. Those are only just 5 of them. Obviously, when you get the pack, it comes with 10 for just $10. For just $10, you get these 10 melodies. They come in audio, like WAV files, as well as MIDI, and you can play with them. You can put these in your tracks. You can release them. Anything you want to do with them. Once you buy this, you're free to do anything with them. But with this, I'm also doing a contest. So when you purchase this pack, you're entering the contest where basically whoever makes the best track with 1 or more of the melodies will get 10 free sample packs from my store, as well as a free copy of the Kraken sample pack that I made with ZenWorld. I'll pull that up in a sec. On top of this, you also get a free custom tutorial from me about anything you want, and I'm going to play the track in the next month's Essentials mix, and probably a few others after that, as well as several of my upcoming sets at gigs. And then, here's the deadline. It's the 1st of September, so you got like 2 weeks to make a pretty solid track. I usually turn on a track in like a week, so not bad. You got time. And then I'm going to announce the winners on the 5th of September, so yeah. And then the email to submit your tracks is in the text file included when you purchase this pack. This is also where you will find the download of the actual pack. The second place winner is going to get 10 sample packs of their choice, and the third place winner will also get 5 sample packs of their choice. And then I'm probably going to choose, or I am going to choose a few different people who I like your tracks, but maybe you didn't win, and I'll still give you a free sample pack, whatever you want. So yeah, this is all in the description of the stream. If you want to check out the sample pack, like I said, you don't even have to enter the contest. These are just 10 really fire melodies. And you get audio as well as MIDI, so you can put these in your own tracks. Oops. And then if you do want to enter the contest, like I said, all the info for that, you get it when you purchase the pack. So, I look forward to hearing you guys' submissions. But yeah, let's check out submissions, email submissions now. Julian, how to make Moncop cause and cure base? I'm not sure, but if you send me an email about that, I can help you out. Anyway, let's pull up these submissions. I think we have a few already. I haven't been looking at my phone. Yes, okay, this first one here is from Bart. Let's hear this. Hi Julian, I've been producing for 1 year now, and this is my best song so far. Would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks in advance. Let's hear this. Wait, let's see what that was. Alex, thank you for subscribing. You ever get spells of being dead, unmotivated to produce? I don't know. Not really, because I have to do this to survive. No, I'm just kidding. But, I mean, sometimes. I just push through it, though. I just, like, try to find cool music that I want to make something similar to.
Come to London, it's no joke. You'll get some music and some smoke.
Because, like, that music is out there.
And I've got it by the road. It's a London ting, it's a London ting. New style with boss and new style with ring. Coulda winter, coulda summer, coulda spring. of the summer, of the spring. In the London town, we walk with a frown. Walk around like kings with a crown. Gonna get down, gonna get down, gonna get down to the London sound. My London style is wicked and banner. Walk and a talk with a London swagger. Step on the road with a hammer and spanner. No type of drama or level up.
Ooh. This is pretty tight, dude. I don't have a whole lot to say about this. Definitely a nice little grind beat. A rim shot's hitting. Julian, could you do a tutorial on making some more synth-led tech house, like the same solid baseline type of vids? Some more synth work, like Ben Hernsley? Yeah, I'll check that stuff out. Hernsley, I need glasses. I thought that said RN instead of M. Anyway. Yeah, this track is cool, dude. I don't know, it makes my head bob. Not a whole lot to say. Maybe you can make the drums a bit fatter, though. Like, right now, they sound not only just, like, fatter, but also maybe a bit more textured. Right now, they sound very dry and just, like, not a lot of texture to them. I feel like you could really make them hit harder and just be more interesting and kind of, like, alive sounding. But, yeah. This next one here is from James Poole. Hey, Julian, nearly finished this track and would love to know what you think. Mix sounds sloppy, I think, especially kick and bass, so would love to know how you think I can work on it and track in general. Let's hear it. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, this one's got that waveform. Also a pretty good start. I like the drums, they sound interesting. Got some life to it. Could maybe be a little bit cleaner in the high end and the low mid range. I'll explain that in a second though. This is actually a good way to illustrate something that I talk about a lot in my videos. Like synth, I'm not a big fan of the pattern. Yeah, so far with this one, I'm really taking it in here. I don't know, to me, the synth could be a little bit less corny. Like, it just sounds very much like da 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 da. Like, I feel like you can make it a bit more like sophisticated sound, if that makes any sense. Like, you know, try to play with some automation. Maybe make the synth a little bit like, if you want to have a really happy melody like this, maybe add something to it that's gonna kind of add some darkness. Like, maybe add in like a minor seventh or something like that, or like something to kind of give it more than just like the happy feeling. I mean, this might sound crazy just talking about like a track like this, but this can go a long way if you're like in the club. Like, a good example of this would be like not really the same type of track, but kind of another good example of this that I heard recently was this Feeling Good track by Laurent Garnier. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, don't say anything. And Chambray. Check this track out. It's like obviously not the same type of track, right? But listen to these piano chords. So those piano chords, they could have just used regular major and minor chords, right? But they didn't. They added in extra interesting voices, and this is what gives it like this nice feeling. It's like I said, like the sophistication there. It's not just like a regular happy or sad chord. There's something that these extra voices are adding a little bit in there. So that's what I would try to do with your melody. I'm just trying to find ways to make it a bit more interesting. Other thing I would say is I think the hi-hats could be a lot cleaner. Like I was saying in the beginning, your hi-end sounds kind of muddy. And what I mean by this is like, if you take your hi-hats, and obviously you want them to be really fat, and you want them to be hitting really hard. Like in my track, for example, you can see I've got drum bus on here, I've got it on the medium setting, and I've got the transients turned up. So I'm trying to make this hit pretty hard. The thing is, like, if you just do that, and don't really EQ it, you can hear this isn't going to make the most pleasant sound. Like, they will get fat. But they're not really going to have, like, a lot of, like, high-end niceness to them. It just kind of sounds like, you know, very mid-range heavy. And then the high-end that you do hear is kind of, like, clicky and distorted. Like, you hear that, like, it's, like, kind of crunching. And I hear this a little bit in your track as well with the high-end. So what you need to do is EQ it. Like, I cleaned up the low end. And honestly, I could do this better here. Like, what I would really say to do with hi-hats is go in and start doing stuff like this, where you just kind of scoop out different like resonant frequencies that are unpleasant. Yeah, like something like that you can scoop out. That is really what I would say to do. But it's like, you can't just fatten your stuff up with saturation. You need to saturate it and then clean it up. And it sounds like you are boosting the highs. But that can also get messy. So overall, I would say just kind of clean that up and try to make your melody like a bit less, like I said, just straightforward. Give it something a little bit more interesting to it. The next one here is from Bjorn. Thank you for the donation, man. I really appreciate it. Let's hear this track. We'd love any feedback. That Feeling Good track? I can see you making something like that. Yeah, me too. I want to make something like that soon. I feel like that would be like a good way to take like that kind of sound I was doing like back in the day, like the Scared to Be Lonely remix I did, and kind of like make it more professional would be to make something like this. This reminds me of that a little bit, like in terms of what I can do. Not this track, but that Feeling Good track. cool idea for a drop. I think your execution of it could be a bit better though. French do not understand very well. Yeah, thank you. Inturi. I think that's how you say that. Better house. So yeah, I'll talk about that in a sec. I'm trying to hear it. Usually with the donations, I actually listen to the whole track. This track, you have a good idea though. Like it is interesting to listen to. I think your kick and bass. Thoughts on kick and bass? Yeah, I think the bass is good. The kick could definitely be hitting harder though. It just doesn't have that impact to it. Again, I'll talk about all this in a sec. That bass is pretty fat. It could maybe have a bit more attack to it. I'd love for the bass to be more clicky, like to have kind of like a on the start of the sound a little bit more, which would come in the form of a pitch envelope on your synth. I can talk about that and show you how to do that if you like. But wasn't enough you pronounce A. With the kick though, it's like it's just kind of like doom doom doom. You want the kick to be like, doom doom doom, like. Obviously, you don't want like a super big bassy rumble kick with this style of track, but like I'm thinking, I mean, let's just play like a house playlist. You know, like if I play a track out of here, for example, like just listen to how these kicks hit. Like, okay, that is literally the softest kick ever. So here that kick has like that. Like it's really got the impact to it. This is what you need to work on, and this also extends to your hi-hats as well. Again, not saying you gotta make something that sounds exactly like this track, but just listen to how big the hi-hats are. Or like something like this. Like this isn't exactly the same, but it's very bassy house like this, so yeah, I'd work on that. EQ the top end out. I would not recommend doing that on your kick. I would definitely recommend keeping the top end on your kick. Intensity of a kick should be based on intensity of a whole composition. That's true, but like it's more like when I'm saying like, oh, your kick needs to hit hard, that's really me trying to tell you like your whole like you need to structure your track around the kick hitting hard, because it's like you said, it's like it's not just a matter of like taking any track and just putting a super hard kick on it. It's like you said, the rest of the track needs to feel kind of like softer than the kick. So it's about setting up your whole track around this. But this is what you have to do in order to get your kick to sound professional. I'm kind of like leading you on the journey as opposed to just telling you what to do. Little effects like that 8 sound that was coming in and out there. That was cool. I just think overall, like I said, like you can really work on the kick and the drums hitting hard and just sounding fatter. Would you do a different kick sample or process or compress or mix differently? Yeah, I would honestly just throw away this kick sample. Like, it's not the worst one. I don't mean throw it away from your files, but just get it out of this track. It's not the worst one. It's just like you could have a much better one. Like try to find something. I would say something maybe a bit more clicky. Like honestly, here this kick has like a on it, like I was talking about. I would try to get something like that in here where it's like really, really gonna punch and have the mid-range and the high end as well as the low end. I would not get rid of this bass though, but like I said, I would take the bass and add like a bit of a pitch envelope to it. Like, what I mean by this is like, okay, if I have like, I'll make a quick little bass tab with operator, right? Say I have like this little, sounds amazing, I know, but like, say I have like a little donk, like just something like this. So that's sounding good. That's got some impact to it. But listen to when I add this pitch envelope on there. Hear how that has more like punch to it now? That's basically what you need to do, is add a pitch on, or that is what you need to do. Because you can see where that takes it. Just kind of like, it adds that punch to it and gives it like a bit more impact. And this is one of those things too where like this bass sound without the pitch envelope might be cool when you're just listening to it like in your track or like by itself. But then when you play it in the track, it's not going to hit as hard. So this is kind of like compensating for that basically. But yeah, and also then it comes to like transient shaping and stuff like that. Like just trying to really focus on the impact with the bass. And the hi-hats and the kick. But yeah, thank you for singing that one through. And thank you for the donation as well, Bjorn. Really appreciate it, man. This next one here is from Bassentials. Hey, bro, I'm going to be releasing a Latin Tech House EP soon. This is one of the tracks on it. Let's hear this. Hello? Hate Sounds. Good to see you, dude. Oh, Bassentials. The link didn't work. But if you send it again before the end of the stream, I'll pull that up. Anyway, this next one here is from Pierre Demar. I think that's how you say that. This is actually my first time being on a stream, so what's up? Hey, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming through. 92 Elm Moon featuring Acacia per DMer. Is that what it is? Like per DM? Or per DM or whatever? You're welcome. Yeah, no problem, dude. Nice atmosphere. Jordan, thank you for the donation. I'm just gonna ding in a second. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do you have a track you'd like me to listen to, or maybe any kind of submission or anything like that? I really couldn't do it without supporters like you. Oh, this is a pretty nice drop. Spend it wisely? Okay. I won't spend it all in one place. It's pretty tight. What do you think of this song, Jordan? By Aqua. Yeah, don't worry, that one's coming soon. Oh, apparently we got another person who wants to see me do a remix. I can't even by Aqua. Reset it. Yeah, no worries, Essentials. Alright, this one's cool. The only thing I'll say is towards the end, it starts to meander a lot. Like, it just kind of feels like this is cool, but it's not really saying anything new that I haven't heard already. Like, if I heard that on its own, I would say, oh yeah, that's a cool part. But in the context of this track, it's like we've already heard all these drums. It's sweet. I like the vocals. Yeah, the vocals are nice. I thought you'd like that. Cool. Anyway, well, thank you for sending that one through. This next one is from Interi. Also tweaked the vocals in some places. Hi, Julian. It's a remix of a Russian song. Ooh. Ooh. What is phonic mime? I feel like I've heard of that before. Ooh. This ARP is cool. Ooh. Getting like Kavinsky vibes. Ooh, with the pride snares. Oh, that note is out of key. I'm pretty sure. This one's cool. I'm kind of getting like Crystal Castles vibes from it, low key. And the thing I'd say though is like with Crystal Castles music, it's a lot more like textured. Like this feels kind of like just very dry. I feel like you could take it and kind of give it more like more kind of feeling and color and character like this. But yeah, that is what I would work on with that one. Just try to give it a little bit more color and also work on that note that was a little bit out of key. Anyway, this next one here is from... I'm going to respond to that. This next one's from PTIYOP. Thank you for your lessons. I learned a lot from you. I plan to progress more and more. Let's hear it, man.
Quel effet ça fait? C'est comme ce qu'on dit toujours? Que tu te sens tout puissant et tout ça? T'es starbé, putain. Je crois que t'es complètement fêlé. T'as plus les yeux en face des trucs. J'hallucine.
This is gonna be like drum and bass.
Alors là, j'ai halluciné. Ah putain.
What? Alright, this one, definitely a very different track. I would say though that maybe like you can work on making. I mean, it just feels like you need to kind of work on like music production as a whole. Just kind of work on getting your sounds sound less muddy and more full and more exciting, as well as kind of making your instrument, like your instrumental, like musical stuff, a little bit more interesting as well. It's just a little bit flat right now. But yeah, thank you for singing that one through. Crystal Castles, yeah, same. Love Crystal Castles so much. Hey, it's per Neymar with the second drop. The plan was to kind of bring. I see. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, no problem, dude. Anyway, this next one here is from. Okay, here we go. This one is from Essentials. Nice. We got the link. Alright, this one. Okay, it's hitting. I don't know, I'll say more in a sec. Yeah, this vocal sample is nice. It's got a lot of life to it. It's like you have a good idea here. I don't think your execution is the best. This is a cool idea though. I like what you're doing here with the synth and with the sample and stuff like that. Yo, what's up? Now you can hear the song. Yo, Russian guy, thanks for subscribing. I don't know how to read that language, sorry. That's enough seeing ourselves.
follow Park and Ride Video on Instagram. I know you guys didn't hear me. Go follow Park and Ride on Instagram. All right, I'm done. Go.
Excellent presidential speech.
Bye, friends.
Bye. That was Dylan. Some of you guys might remember him. Anyway, this track is not bad. I think overall, like, you have a good idea. That's what's really saving it. Like, this vocal is awesome. It has a lot of life to it. It's really interesting. It would, like, I could see that in a very, very professional track. That synth is kind of cool, too. The synth kind of reminds me of, like, I mean, it's just like a weird synth. And I think that if you had, like, a solid foundation underneath that, you could build it into something really cool. The issue here is that the foundation, the kick, the bass, the drums, everything that kind of makes it, the effects, the arrangement, the mix, all of that kind of stuff is not there. You got to work on that. You just need to turn this into, like I said, like, turn it into, like, a real track. Like, this sounds like an idea right now. Like, I'm not even trying to roast you. I'm just being honest. It's just, like, there's a difference between, like, you know, an idea that you make when you're just trying to, like, put out an idea, and then, like, when you're trying to make an actual, like, house song that would fit in a house mix, is as professional sounding as other tracks, like, all that kind of stuff. You know, like, when you put that on a foundation like this, and I'm not saying, like, this song, but I'm saying, like, something that sounds as full and professional and high quality as this, which is easier to do than you would think. If you did that, I think it would sound a lot better. Like, it's a cool idea for sure, dude. But yeah, thank you for sending that one through. This next one here is from Lex. Let's hear this. DMO. In your next video, can you do techno like DJ Dion or Tech House Patrick Topping? I want to do one on how to do, like, that one Patrick Topping track. I honestly forget the name of it right now. But, watch what you're doing, I think. Yeah. I want to do a video on how to do that. It sounds like he's doing more stuff like that, because wasn't this track kind of, like, metallic like that? So I'll definitely do something like that soon. Roasting me, yeah, exactly. Like, you know, Kian, thank you so much for the donation, dude. I really appreciate it. I'll be pulling yours up. I already opened this one, so I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna pull yours up next. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I just feel bad, like, because I already opened this one. And I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, no problem. Next, this one is a cool idea. I'd love to hear this like a Lil Peep acapella over top of this. I don't have what to say. It's cool. You need to turn it into a song. Get someone to sing on it or rap on it or whatever. Anyway, thank you for singing that one too. This next one is from Kian Really appreciate the donation, man. Let's hear this. Melodic techno ting. Hope you enjoy. Let's hear it. This one's sounding good so far, kid. Definitely like Boston vibes. Oh! This is definitely like quality enough to get signed to Afterlife, I think. I mean, I probably can't speak because I'm not working for Afterlife, but like this is very good. You sent in some other stuff that was really crazy, I remember. Oh my man. Now I get to hear the break again. Not bad. I like that arp over top of the bass. It's really driving with the percussion too. Stephen Bonson style. Yeah, I'm getting the Stephen Bonson vibe too. I like how it's building here. UK Funky House. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of requests to do that one. Probably soon. The one thing I'll say though is this does sound very, very similar to the synth from Strand. And it sounds like you may have used that as a reference, which is no problem with that. But what I would recommend doing is just try and make it sound less like you use that as a reference track. Like, oh, maybe it was Strand. There's this one thing. There we go, when it's like, woo. Like that, which is similar to yours. And, like, it's not, like, it sounds good. It's just, it is a little bit close. So maybe you could kind of work with that. Yo, that string in the background is going like. Very good. Okay, yeah, Kian. Very good track. Like, you have something really good here. Honestly, it does kind of remind me of Strand, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's better than just being like, oh, I'm just going to make, like, a random melodic techno idea that like doesn't really connect to anything else. Like I feel like this is good. You just need to take it and kind of like make it a little bit, just make some of the sounds sound a little bit less than Strand. The other thing is your drums and your bass are a bit muddy, dude. The hi-hats are very nice, but they don't have enough bright high-end to them. I would recommend trying to add that. I would also say, yeah, like clean those up, maybe make them hit a bit harder as well. And then I would do the same with the kick and the bass. The kick and the bass are just a bit muddy right now. Like, it's just not really coming through. Like, when you listen to this track, for example, the kick and the bass and, like, all of that stuff fit into the mix perfectly. And there's no mud there. So that's what you need to work on as well. And I think you could also make the kick and the bass hit a little bit harder. But yeah, thank you for singing that one through, Kian. Like I said, really good track. Definitely better than a lot of the other submissions that I get. I would just try and work on those small details a little bit. But that is definitely like something that I think could get signed to Afterlife if you sent it to them with a few other really good tracks. Anyway, let's hear this next one from Xavier. It me. I think I've heard of this label before. Yo, this is fast. Can you make a track tutorial like Chris Ducey on FL Studio, please? Ah, yeah, I gotta do that one. I'll do that soon. Appreciate the feedback. Yeah, no problem, Kian. Appreciate the donation. Xavier, this is not a bad track at all. I mean, obviously, you got it signed to this pretty solid label here. I like the, like, fast, more intense kind of groove there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say with this one. It's clean. It's good. That is the Sound of the Police sample. Did you have to clear that? BTW, Kian, that was a really cool track. Hey, Kian, you just got a shout out. Alright, let's hear this one from Skander. Skander? Probably Skander. Skander. I feel like that's how, like, Americans would say it. Anyway, See Me in the Rave. Oh, this is like some proper techno Viking music. This goes perfectly with my techno Viking beard I've been working on. This has got a good atmosphere to it, dude. And this lead synth is very cool. I don't hear it sounds like this a lot. The break could be a bit more interesting. Like, the thing is, people always say, oh, you skipped through the break. But, like, if your break was really interesting, like, I mean, to be honest with you, like, I'm just being straightforward. Like, with my track, for example, I think that this break is good enough that, like, if I sent this to somebody for feedback, they're not going to want to skip the break. Like, that's what you should be aiming for. Instead of saying, like, oh, like, they're not listening to my stuff. It's like, make it so that they can't do anything but listen to your stuff, you know? Like, sometimes. Yeah, this one's not bad, Skander. The only thing I'll say is, like, I just don't think it really sounds, like, quite full enough just yet, or, like, quite, like, on that professional level. Like, and when I talk about this, I mean, like, you know, we can just play, like, any techno track. Like, I'll literally just play Your Mind. Like, you hear that kick, you hear how hard that's hitting, and you hear those hi-hats, like, how clean they sound. It's like you're just not quite there yet, or even, like, maybe something more, like, dark, kind of in the style. Like, of course, we could play anything from Kong Kunstler. Like, let's play Balthazar. You know, same thing. Like, the kick is really big. The hi-hats are really, like, in your face. They got that powerful mid-range. It's just, like, all of those kinds of things. But anyway, guys. Yeah, so that's pretty much it with that one. Like I said, I'll just clean that up. Like I said, guys, anyway, I am gonna go now. I got a lot of stuff to do. I am just kind of been streaming for like almost an hour now. We got through all the submissions. So yeah, it was really good seeing you guys. Glad you guys like my new track, E166ER. Be on the lookout for that very soon. Like I said, if you want to enter that melody contest, it's in the description, right at the top of the description of the stream. I'm going to be announcing that tomorrow in a video as well. If you want to just get the cool 10 techno melody sample pack, you can also just do that. You don't have to get in the contest. But yeah, so thank you so much, guys. I love you all. Thank you to everybody who came through, donated, submitted a song, even said, hey, what's up? Really good to see you all. I love you all. Peace.